Welcome to another edition of Back in Shape with T. I'm Tarashe. My goal for the past few weeks has been to take my body from 200 pounds down to 180. I gave myself 6 weeks between diet and fitness planning to do this. In that time, I focused on making sure that I've run between 30 and 35 miles a week. Well, there's some times where I'm not going to run my 5 miles for the day and give my body a little bit of a break, so I'll do the bicycle. Trying to do it at a very moderate pace for 1 hour. The goal is to burn 600 calories in 60 minutes. The reason why I do the bike is to give my ankles, calves, and my feet a rest, all the while maintaining good endurance in my legs. So when I do the bike, I'm always at level 14, and then I'll go anywhere from 70 to 85 RPMs while I'm pedaling. Keep my heart rate approximately at 120 to 127. So you can see in 58 minutes, I was at 580 calories. After the bike, I always have to stretch because I did have sciatica. So I'm going to make sure that my hamstrings start to stay loose and that my glutes especially. Because when you're riding or sitting on a recumbent bike, if you've had any kind of back stress, you've got to be aware that your glutes and hamstrings will tighten up and you'll get a lot of compression in the spine. So you want to open up that spinal compression by doing some stretches, and this is one of my favorite, the 90-90. My chest is over the knee and I'm focusing on stretching out my glute, putting my body weight gradually down more and more. Here to the butterfly stretch, just to get the inner thighs open a bit. So I completely focus on staying flexible, especially those days where I'm doing a lot of bike riding. Not just bike riding, but I tend to be in the car between 1 and 2 hours a day on average. And sitting in the car consistently, my sciatica will start to talk to me and it will tell me that I need to address the issue. And by that feeling that I get, I start to focus on doing my stretches. So this is a McKenzie press up to help keep the spine in neutral alignment, chest up off the ground to put my disc back into place. So if you've ever had sciatica, if you're dealing with sciatica, don't do the bike. I prefer the elliptical. When I had sciatica for about 6 months, I did the elliptical on your feet, moving a lot more freely, no compressing of the spine. On this day, I was, after my 1 hour on the bike, I decided to do my supersets. Basic pull-up and handstand push-up on the total gym. Starting with 15 reps and working my way down to 11 reps. Very little rest in between sets. The range of motion obviously is full here. A nice stretch of the lats. You can see the back muscles being stretched out and stressed. I love this superset. It's easy because of the convenience, but the muscles get taxed. I really get a nice fatigue, pumping the muscles full of blood, taking all of that glycogen out of the muscle. So I am priming my body for growth when I put proper nutrients back in. Typically, my protein shake with bananas will fill my muscles with the proper nutrients, amino acids, and glycogen. Right now, I'm keeping that pump going. One to the other. You can see I'm getting fatigued with my handstand push-ups back and forth. In between sets, I'm doing a little bit of a glute stretch again. I'm pressing my knee toward my shoulder, focusing on stretching the hip abductor, the outside of the glute medius, and the glute maximus. Very good, easy, simple stretch. So if you're feeling tightness in your body while you're sitting at a desk, this is something you want to do consistently throughout the day. This is one of the things that help fix my lower back pain. Right away, back to my pull-ups. I'm on a path, and when I started my journey, I was slightly over 200 pounds. I focused predominantly on making sure that I attack the cardio consistently, but I never stop doing resistance training, because weight loss without body shaping is not a good thing. You need to speed your metabolism up by making sure that you're focusing on building muscle fiber. You have to build muscle mass. So you got to work on muscular density training. And although I'm doing higher reps here, this still puts me in the range that allows my muscles to grow and recover, even though I've lost a significant amount of weight so far in my 5 weeks. Look at me go through that. You can see the muscle action in the upper portion of my back, the posterior deltoid. You can see how I'm retracting the scapula, squeezing my shoulders behind my body, keeping my lower back flexed. So this is an entire back workout. Unbelievable. If you can get your hands on a Total Gym, get there. I can't even get 15 reps for my second set. That's how fatigued I am. And then going right away to doing those handstand push-ups, you see that although the handstand push-ups predominantly work the shoulders, and I've said this before, I have weak and bad shoulders sometimes, this is a great substitute for the shoulder press. But look at the triceps. The triceps are getting serious pump here. So I recommend that if you can get yourself a Total Gym, get it. It's great to do these 2 exercises, 4 to 5 sets back to back. Now for my apple cider vinegar routine. I take about 3 ounces of apple cider vinegar with water to bring down inflammation, help burn fat. I get my energy by doing the iced tea amino acids, and I mix that in with pure green tea with no sugar. A great way to do this. So right now, 5 weeks in, I'm 179 pounds, down from 200. So if you could see back in July, on July 21st, I was 195 pounds. So August 21st, I'm 179. So I've already lost, in 4 weeks, 16 pounds.